Hello and welcome back to my review series of the FLUVAL SPEC 10 litre tank. This is episode 4. In previous episodes I've had the unboxing and setting up, and also the last episode concentrated on my choice of wood for the tank and also the plant. It's now been running for perhaps a week. Probably actually a little bit longer than that now. It might be actually a week and a half or 2 weeks. So as you can see, the Nubius has had heaps of growth. It's actually been really growing. And the roots have shot off and sort of growing up the side of the tank there. I've been really happy with its growth and the quality of the plant. And also the timber I have is sort of just grown a little bit of sort of fungus sort of on there. I have taken it out once and given it a bit of a boiling water clean off. But yeah, it's looking really nice. And the tank itself has been running great. I have adjusted the nozzle a little bit. I had a bit of a test feed and I found that the placement of the nozzle that I did have it caused the food to sort of, as it was floating food for a fighter, did sort of go through the back and into the filter. So I've now created a little bit of a corner on the upper right here where the food sort of sits and floats, so that'll be no problem for the fighter to feed. So in this episode we're going to be rehoming my current fighter into this tank. So he's going to get a little bit of an upgrade. He's going to get a few more litres to muck around in. Also all this area down the bottom here to explore and sort of go through and have a bit of fun. I think he's going to look amazing in this light. The light is very powerful on this tank. So I'm going to now just show a little bit of footage of him in his other tank. The other room is a little bit dark, so sorry for the footage. It might be darkish. But after that we're going to be putting him in here, and it certainly won't be dark in here. So let's go take a look at him. Okay, so here he is here. He's got a pretty big bubble nest happening at the moment. He's always been really happy in this tank, but yeah, I think time has come to give him a little bit more space and a little bit more natural surroundings. So let's do that. Okay, so here he is now, moved into his new home. The light really shows off his colours now. Really nice, and he's a great contrast to the rest of the tank and the plants. There he is, modelling for the video. I also added in some, I believe it was peacock moss. Could be wrong there. It's just a little sheet of it on some stainless steel mesh. Hoping to perhaps get some more mesh and then harvest a little bit of this and perhaps put in a little another little part of it perhaps over on this side. But yeah, really happy with the results of the tank now. It's got a lot of greenery, a lot of places for the fighter to swim. He's still adjusting a little bit to his new environment, working out where the flow is and where I'm going to feed him from now on. But I think the tank overall looks really good. Now at the moment he does have a small tank mate, which is one of my cherry shrimp. I think he's hiding at the moment, which is probably a good move. Hoping they'll get along all right. The shrimp has been feeding on some of the hair algae there and off some of the wood and the Anubis, and then feasting on a little bit of this moss as well. Okay, so in the next episode, I'm going to be doing a pros and cons list. Now, I am going to leave this tank running perhaps like another month or so. I am still adjusting the nozzle of the pump's outflow, and also the sort of feng shui of the decor that's in here. That may change a little bit. At the moment, it's all going really well. The fighter's got some really cool little space down there to crawl around and check out things. Anyone who's kept a fighter before, it's cool to see him come over there just when I talk about him. Anyone who's had a fighter before in something like this, they know how much fighters love to crawl around and creep around all the nooks and crannies and look for little bits of food and any kind of sort of little insects or something. So yeah, in the next episode, I'll just be covering off pros and cons that I've discovered. Some of them may even be pros and cons. We'll sort of see when we get there, but I'll probably start making a list shortly. I already have a few in my head that are definite pros and definite cons. So yeah, I'm quite interested to make a video and list them for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've really had fun today putting the fighter into his new home and seeing him interact with everything. Seeing him in the new light, his colours are definitely very different to what they were in the old tank. And yeah, just trying out the sort of outflow nozzle, which I thought I had in the right spot, but not 100% happy with that so far. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next episode, which will be the final episode in this series. So yeah, hope to see you soon. Bye for now.